Want to keep up with the latest Camodo gaming videos? Be sure to subscribe and click that bell. Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Stormworks Build and Rescue, and yes folks, we are back once again, and today we are back with another build episode. So if you recall the last episode, we started on a floating tsunami base. It didn't exactly work, so hopefully today we're going to get it to work. So if you're asking yourself what is a tsunami base, it's going to be like a floating platform that when you get a tsunami warning, you can hit a couple switches, it'll sink itself and anchor itself to the bottom of the ocean. Now, last episode I had a whole lot of issues with getting it to actually sink. It wouldn't fully go down. So hopefully we're going to rectify that this episode, and we're going to add some features that you guys wanted to see in the comment section from the last episode. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I have here. Alright, so here is the craft. I've actually split it in half here, that way you guys can see the inner workings of it. So the engine and battery on the center of it, you've got a fuel tank in the center too, and then you have this opening which kind of extends around the whole thing. That's going to take on water, so let's go and disable this. Now, if you see down here, I actually put pumps. You can see the openings here. This is what sucks in water, and it's also what blows water out of it. Now, you guys had a really good suggestion, and I don't know why I didn't think of it last episode. Let me go ahead and delete these. So, I need to go ahead and go in here and delete these pumps. You guys said, why don't you just put doors on the bottom in order to flood this? That way we can get it down quicker. I was having the issue with this thing, it really floods really slow, so I don't think you're going to be dodging any tsunamis. So I think sticking 3 doors down here will actually make it to where this thing will sink a lot faster. So we're going to do that. We're going to leave the pumps on the other side to pump the water out, because I don't think it really matters what speed we do that. It's just really getting it down faster. So we're going to do that. I'm going to add some railings to the back. We still need lights inside. There's a couple empty rooms towards the front. I'm pretty sure one's going to be like a medical bay, and the other one's going to be like a video kind of surveillance room. And then up at the top, I think I'm going to add seats and probably some railings up here too. So I've got a ton of work to do. I'm going to skip a lot of the building, but I will go and give you guys progress updates. And then maybe towards the end, once I figure out if this thing's going to actually work, we'll go in and build a little bit more on camera here. So anyways, let me go ahead and jump in and start this. If you guys are enjoying the build episodes, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you guys have any suggestions for this base, comment below. Alright, so I have a bit of an update for you guys. So I did add the doors. We have them on each side now. We're actually going to take this thing out real quick and test it. Now, a couple other things that I've added. I finally added all the lights. At least I think I've got all of them. I probably need a couple more exterior lights. I added spotlights to the front of it. I haven't really done anything else with the interior. Now, you do see that I've added railings too. I thought this would be a nice little touch for the back side of it. Now, one thing I'm still worried about, I don't know if this is going to exactly sink. I have extended the tanks inside a little bit, just to try to give it some more area to flood into. So I'm hoping that this is going to be enough to make this thing go underwater. If not, we're going to have a big issue on our hands here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out in the water, and we're going to see if this thing sinks. Alright, we're ready to test this out. Let's go ahead and go doors open. Alright, so the doors are open. That should be flooding a lot faster, is it not? Oh yeah, look at that. That is way faster than trying to pump in that water. But question is the base going to go all the way under? It's making progress. It's favoring the front. So I got to find a way to maybe make the tanks in the back a little bit bigger, because yeah, I'm afraid it's going to like tip straight down. Hold on. Hold on, this... oh no, it's stalling. Timbuck says there's like an air pocket. Yep. Even if it was full, which I think it's still filling here, I don't think it's enough. That's going to be a bit of a struggle there. I mean, ideally, like, I do like the progress that we've made, because, I mean, it did go down fast, but ideally, I mean, it needs to go down kind of even, and it needs to completely go down, because, yeah, this isn't going to work. You're still going to get struck by the tsunami. So I think what I can do, I'm going to extend maybe this backside where that light is on the corner. I'm going to extend tanks out that way, and we might even make it a little bit wider. I was really hoping we were going to have enough there. But yeah, that's priority right now. I don't even want to really focus on too much else, because what's the point of a sinking tsunami base if it doesn't actually sink? Alright, so we're going to work on this inside. Okay, this is looking pretty good here. So as you can see that I've added a little bit more to this craft. It's a tiny bit wider. I've got these little back tanks on here now. I'm hoping that this is going to make it to where it'll flood completely. Hold on, let's go ahead and close this off real quick. So let's go boom. There we go. She's looking pretty toasty here. I'm thinking we have a chance now. If not, I can make these back tanks a little taller, and I can maybe make this just maybe a block wider. But I really do think the tanks are big enough now that this thing's going to completely sink. So let's go test it. Alright, here we go. Once again, we are flooding. Fingers crossed here, folks. Hopefully it'll go down. If not, I know what expansion I can make that I believe 100% that it's gonna sink, but I do think we might have it here. Alright, so there goes the front. You know, we could add even one more door to make it even faster. I do think this is plenty fast, though. This is way faster than the pumping method. Okay, we're over the roof. Folks, I think we have it. I think we have it. There it goes. Okay, so we now officially have a sinking base. It's still favoring the front a little bit, but the back end's kind of catching up here, so it's going to touch. Look at that. Hold on, what's this look like from the inside? Oh, yes, that is awesome. So, yeah, we did it. Now we can actually focus on other things. I do believe I'm still going to move the tanks around a little bit to maybe get a little bit more to the back, because it is still, like you saw, it's leaning towards the front really bad, but it does even out once it gets underwater. But yeah, this is not bad at all. So we officially have a sinking base. Alright, so I've painted the floor, I added railings to the stairs. What I think this area is going to be, I really do think this is going to be a passenger area, kind of like a ferry. So I'm going to stick seats, we'll go with maybe 3, something like that. We'll get a little gap here of 2 blocks, and then we're going to stack these up. I'm thinking about like that. That actually looks pretty good. This is kind of like an observation point. It's almost like, once I think of it, it's almost like a tsunami tour, if that makes any sense. So you remember you have like the duck tours? So maybe if you know there's a tsunami that's going to happen, you could take people out. They can sit in the passenger seats. You can sink it, and maybe it's like also an underwater tour thing. I'm not really sure how to explain this anymore. Like when I first started on it, I thought it was going to be a research base, but I think this is completely transformed. So down here, we're going to have a medical bay, and we're going to have a kind of surveillance room. Now, I'm thinking here, probably medical bay over here on this side. Probably put something along the wall. Now, from the comments section on the last episode, besides the whole fact you guys want me to use doors to sink it, a lot of people wanted to see like another jail for OB, and I don't think we're going to do that on this one. Like, I really think we need to maybe hold off, maybe on the next craft. That way he doesn't see it coming, because he's not going to want to play with me every time we bring out my new custom craft, because he's going to think he's going to get locked up in it every time. So I think for the time being, we're going to calm down and not do that to him. So maybe we'll actually just take him aboard and we'll go under a tsunami or something. This is looking pretty good. Now, I'm also thinking for sharks and like megalodons, if they were to attack this, what would happen? I think if they hit the outer shell, it would really be okay because I can pump the water out. But maybe on the inside, I need to add some sort of bilge pumps. So we'll stick some pumps in the floor. So say if it does penetrate, I would say the front, we would be able to try to keep up and pump out water. That's something I think we're going to have to do. We're going to try to make this Megalodon proof too. Alright, so medical area is complete. So I do have a couple cameras already on here. We have the camera that faces out the rear door. This is the airlock. We have a camera for the airlock, and I think I need to add some more interior cams. Another camera I would like to have here is a gimbal. But I think it's going to go on top. I was thinking maybe we should stick it on the bottom, but I don't think it's going to really matter because once you sink, all you're going to have is a view of the ocean floor. Ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky. This is going to look really odd on this. Does that look odd on the glass if I have it about right here? Actually, I think it does need to be elevated. I am debating here. So I could build a little platform for this. So we could build something like... That's not slanted, is it? No, it's not. Okay, so I can go boom... No, I can't set it on top of this glass. I could potentially cut this little centerpiece out. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. So we're going to cut these. And let's go ahead. We're going to do something like this. So we'll continue this along here. That should keep the whole area sealed, I believe. We'll have to double check that. I actually need a wedge piece here. And then we're going to stick a gimbal camera up here, and then we're going to have like a whole control center down towards the bottom. Okay, I can do that. So I believe that's still sealed. So we'll do that. We're going to add a camera right... let's stick it right here. There we go. So that doesn't, I mean, it doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look too silly. And you need to have this thing where it can fully rotate. Like, I would build a bigger base around it, but I think that's going to hinder its turning ability. So, we've got that. Let's go down to our control room here. I need monitors now. Okay, so we always want a big monitor for the gimbal camera. We'll stick it right here. Now, if you guys have any suggestions for this whole build, let me know down in that comment section, because... there's a lot of stuff that we can still do to this. I think we'll do at least one more episode on it. Ooh, that's a really big one. Now, let's go ahead and stick with the 5x3 here. But yeah, I do think we're going to do one more episode. That way I can knock out a couple more viewer requests on this one. Alright, so let's grab a toggle switch here. So I've got my monitors in place. One will be to turn the monitors on. The other toggle switch should be for the infrared, I believe, on the gimbal camera. So we've got a little control station here. We still have more areas down here. Like, the medical bay might only take up half the room. I don't want to add more beds down here. I think one's probably enough for this size of craft. But we have another half room over here, and we have another half room over here. So I really do think there's some wasted space here that we need to fill out here really soon. Let me go ahead and check our camera situation. So, gimbal camera obviously is going to be this one up here. So let's go, let's move our infrared right here. And then we'll have the on switch on the monitors. How do we want to do this? Alright, so let's hook up the field of view to here. Let's see, rotation and pitch. So we want this to be on our, let's see, AD, and we want this to also be on our WS. So there we go. Gimbal camera is hooked up. We want to change this seat real quick to sticky controls. So we'll go here. We'll go sticky on both of those, and those should be good to go. So that's going to rotate the gimbal camera. The infrared's hooked up. I don't really know if you need the infrared for underwater, but nonetheless, it's there. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and hook up the video feeds, and then we'll have to hook electricity up. So video feed here, and then you've got your outside camera here and your inside one here. We might hook up some secondary monitors up near the pilot section, maybe some 1x1 monitors. That way they can maybe check out the same two cameras right around the airlock. But I think for the most part, I'm pretty happy with this. Let's go ahead and hook up electricity here, and then we'll test these out, make sure they work. Alright, there she is. You can see the weight has shifted a bit on this craft now. It's a little more towards the rear section here, but thankfully we have an airlock, so if water gets in, we just close that off there. Have I marked these yet? Okay, so I still need to mark these two buttons here. Let's go and open this up real quick. I should have these marked. So this is interior lights. Those are now on. We have exterior lights. Let's get those on real quick. Make sure the doors work. Okay, those are good. Timbex says I put these monitors upside down, didn't I? Are you serious? Okay, so I need to redo these two side monitors. Let's check gimbal camera. What's the view look like? Okay, so that's pretty good on the gimbal camera. You've got pretty good visibility everywhere, so make sure infrared works. Okay, infrared does work. So I need to swap those monitors around there. Now, if you guys like this area here, there's not probably much I can add, but if you have any suggestions for the halls, let me know. Okay, there's your medical bay. Okay, so those are good. I would put windows on these outsides, but you got to think this is where the tanks are, so you wouldn't see anything if I had a window there. All right, so we have the passenger area up here. I did label these. So that's the mag all for the bottom. That's to sink it. This is to surface it. So we're ready. It's going to go starter. Let's go and get moving here. Turn those spotlights on. Look at this. All right, so let's see. What does this thing look like at night? Let's go override time. Okay, so the lights are not bad. We definitely need some exterior lights on the back deck, on the sides, and then maybe... Oh, why did those not turn on? Okay, so I must have not hooked up these lights here in the front right. But for the most part, not too bad. Okay. Now, I want to go ahead and confirm real quick about the sinking. Let's go ahead and stop there. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's see, starters off. Let's go ahead and throttle down. All right, so let's go ahead and start to sink. There it goes. It might actually sink a little bit faster since we've added stuff. It's got a bit more weight. You know, I should probably add a gauge for the tank itself for the capacity. That would be kind of neat. Right now, that's a battery gauge. This is engine temp, I believe. Is this one in RPS? I need to label those two. All right, here we go. And all right, the water's over the top. That is so cool. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on magulls. That way we'll stick to the bottom once we hit it. We're not really deep. We'll go out on one more trip here in a second, and we'll go really deep and actually do the tsunami thing. All right, so there it goes. It's stuck to the bottom, and it's stable. Not exactly flat down here, but not too bad. You can see the spotlights out the front. What does this look like at night? I'm kind of curious here. So at night, it's a bit spoopy. I'm gonna admit, it's definitely spoopy. Not too bad though. You know, we got to make it to where we can control those spotlights, or at least have another set that we can control. All right, so one more thing I want to test real quick. Let's go ahead and test our airlock. So we're gonna open this here, close it. Let's go and get diving gear on. Okay, so we're gonna click. All right, so we're flooding here. So just give it a second. Here it comes. All right, good to go. We got 2 small pumps over there doing the work. Is that bottom one? Bottom one might need to be hooked up. Okay, so that's another flaw. So obviously this is about testing. You know, I could just open the door. It probably would be fine, but I want the experience of flooding this first. There it goes. I need to paint that little section there. All right, let's go ahead. Almost ready to open the door. All right, here we go. Opening door. There we go. And let's get our flashlight on real quick. Here we are. So we're actually at the bottom of the ocean. And we go and get a little view of the base here. That is awesome. So exterior lights need to be added, and then we'll probably do some more testing here. But like I said, if you guys have suggestions, let me know. I want to try to add as many features as you guys want, besides the OB features. We're going to cut those out for now. All right, so let's go back into here. Let's confirm this is going to open back up. Another thing I should probably start. Hold on, let's go and hit the drain here. This is going to take a second, so let me go ahead and let it drain. And then another thing I need to make sure that works, I need to make sure this thing can actually lift itself back up. All right, let's put that away there. Open that. There we go. All right, so airlock works like a charm. So the thing I want to do next, let's go ahead and detach from the bottom. There we go. Turn the sinks off, so it's going to close the doors, and let's hit the surface button. Now, the one thing I am worried about, I mean, it's going to take a little bit here, because that's still, let's see, how many pumps? It's 4 pumps, and we have 8 openings. I don't know how long this is going to take. I just want to make sure this works real quick. This might need to be adjusted too. Okay, so I think we have an issue here. I don't seem to be surfacing. I'm not magged to the bottom, am I? No? Okay, so definitely not secured to the bottom. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to add gauges to this. That way I can tell if it's actually draining or not. I mean, it might very well be draining and pumping out water. It might just be very, very slow. Actually, the back end, I believe, might be slightly lifting. No, I think we're on an incline. Okay, that's a bit concerning. So we can sink it, but it's not surfacing. Okay, I'm gonna have to break this thing back down. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at the pumps here. So it seems like they were hooked up right. So this is the fluid inside. So this would take the fluid from inside the tank, pump it through here, and pump it out the bottom. Now, maybe it's just really slow. I'll have to see. If you guys have any opinions on this, let me know. I don't know exactly what might be wrong here. Can it not pump out water this way, or do I need to dump it somewhere else? We'll have to see. It could just be the whole fact that it's a relatively large tank, and it's going to take potentially up to 10 plus minutes to do this. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. So another thing I want to do real quick, let's go ahead and add some more lights, and then we're going to go ahead and go out and actually test this thing in several scenarios real quick, because I'm kind of curious where some more improvements can be made here. So let me go ahead, hook these lights up, and we should be ready to go for another test. All right, so here we go. We're going on to our final test here today. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Please tell me I aimed these the right way. Okay, so monitors are now correct. So that's the view outside the door. That's the view inside the airlock. Maybe, you know, I could stick the buttons in here for the airlock. Maybe somebody has to be inside. Well, I guess that would be a little inconvenient for somebody by themselves. I would say you can have like a security system and make somebody be inside and actually unlock it for them. But yeah, I added a couple more monitors up here, so you got the same camera feed from down below, so we have that. Okay, so let's go ahead, start this up. Let's get it moving here. Alright, so let's ensure that it still steers right. It feels pretty good. You can see the new exterior lights. Let's go ahead and give this another night test here. Looks quite a bit better. I still think I'm going to add some navigational lights and then maybe a couple more spotlights to this thing. But for the most part, it is fairly bright here, so I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so we have 2 tests lined up here. I'm going to do the Tsunami test, which I'm going to spawn it, but I'm going to try to wait a little bit before I actually sink it. Because if not, it'd just be too easy to do this. And then we are going to do a durability test with a Megalodon, just to see what it would be like if they were to hit this thing. Now, I do believe it would be good if they hit it on the side, the front. The only weak points, I think, are maybe up here by the windows and the top here. So I do think adding some sort of bilge pump to at least somewhat keep the water out would give us enough time to actually get out of here and away from the Megalodon. Alright, so let's kick it up to 100 here. Here we go. So there is a tsunami on the way. We have a tsunami warning. We're going to do a full-blown test here. This is definitely going to work. As long as you can get it below the surface, the tsunami should not carry you away. Alright, so we see it back there. What's this look like from the inside? This is cool. I'm really liking this. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this way a little bit. Oh boy, there it is. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, holding. Okay, I think we want to go now. So it's going to go sink. And then we're going to turn our magnets on the bottom. Alright, here she comes. Uh-oh. Did we wait too long? Oh, I hope we didn't. We might have. Oh, this is going to be close. Come on. Come on, sinking. Move faster. I think the sinking's a little slower also because of the waves. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be extremely close. Okay, there goes. The top's almost gone. Uh-oh, we're going to get carried by the tsunami here, aren't we? Hold on. Dive. Go, 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 go. Oh, wait. We might do it here. We might just clear it. Look at that. We cleared it. And we're going down. Huh. Okay, so that was probably a little too close for comfort. How deep are we right now? Maybe we should add some spotlights that aim down. That might be kind of cool looking. Oh, here comes the water. Oh, we might break the surface again. Okay, so technically we did dive below the wave. We probably would have deployed that about, I would say, 10 to 15 seconds earlier. All right, so here we go down to the bottom. All right, so the tanks should, in theory, be full now, so we should be able to just stop those. Here we go, and wait for the touch. There it goes. It locked the fronts. There goes the backs. And we're good. We definitely survived there. Yeah, we might want to add some more spotlights. I'm thinking some down and maybe even some up. Because in this situation, it'd be nice to be able to see somewhat of the surface of the water. Sweet. Alright, so we are ready for the next test. This is the durability test. So there's only 2 ways to really test this. Either run into an island, which might not really work that well, or let a big Megalodon come up and hit you, because that's always nice to do. So, question is, are we really protected in here? Like I said, I stated before, the sides are good, the top's going to be a little bit of an issue, but in theory, the Megalodon shouldn't hit that part, not unless you're underwater and it happens. And then the front is fairly protected too, so I do think we're actually maybe okay here. Actually, where did the Megalodon go? There was 2 of them out here. Oh boy, okay, so there's somewheres here. Okay. You know, I'm actually really happy with this. I'm just looking at it right now while waiting for my death. I'm pretty happy with this craft. Just wanted to go ahead and state that. It's not a really advanced craft like you see on the workshop, but for me, this is actually pretty decent. Oh, great. Here comes the shark. Okay, there's one of them. Wait, where's the other one at? Okay. Oh, no, there he is. Okay, so they're together. Oh, this is going to be fine. All right, let's go ahead and see if they'll hit the side here. Oh, buddy. Okay, wait, no, they might hit each other. And they just ran into each other. Really? All right, here he comes. We're going to get a hit here. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, so... Oh, he went under us. Are they too shallow? Hold on, let's go ahead and move out into the deep a little bit. That was not a very good hit, Megalodons. I was expecting a whole lot more. This is that awkward moment when it seems like the Megalodons don't want to have anything to do with your little bunker. Oh, there he is. Come on, buddy. Why won't you hit me? That's weird. They went under me and that was it. That is a very odd thing. Now, real quick, one more thing I'm going to go ahead and say from the last episode's comments section. A lot of people wanted to see me add some sort of wheels to this thing to either be able to, I guess, drive below water or to potentially drive up on land. Now, that might be something we can attempt next episode. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I've never really worked with wheels in the game. I can't imagine it being that hard, though. So I think that might be something we'll try. I was really hoping to try the Megalodons out here, but it seems like they're not wanting to cooperate with me. Alright, so since the 2 Megalodons didn't want to attack, what happens when I spawn in just a whole ton of them over here? This might have been a mistake, but this is definitely going to be the ultimate test here. Oh yeah, I guarantee you this was a mistake. Oh geez. Oh no, this is going to be bad. Wait, okay, so they're seeing... Why are they avoiding my base here? Is it because it sets a little further out of the water that when they go to hit it... Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Okay, this is a bit of a... Oh, there is a Megalodon inside of my base right now. Now, this is great. Okay, so we have damage on the side. Oh, no, we have damage on the front. That's going to start to leak water in. Okay, so definitely bilge pumps is going to need to be a thing. We'll probably set a fluid port on the top floor and a fluid port on the bottom floor. This is bad. Oh, geez. Wait, look how they go through it. That looks ridiculous. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Did they just damage the... I think they just damaged the engine. Oh, are you serious? Okay, this is getting a little bit aggressive, don't you think? Oh, no, we're still good. Okay, so we're... No, never mind. We're not good. Hold on, let me try to stand up during this. No, this would be really, really frightening to see. Hold on, let's go down. Do I see any water? Is it leaking? You know, one really good thing is the whole fact that we have 2 doors here. So, say if that door were to get blown open, you still have a secondary door to keep water out. But the only problem is now we have a bunch of damage on the... Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, okay, I think we've tested this enough. Well, I don't know what we learned here today. We learned a little bit more about my Tsunami base. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for future episodes here, future builds, we'll probably do one more episode on this, and I think it'll be done. And then we'll move on to potentially something else. I kind of want to do something either with the rockets, or maybe some sort of plane, or even a helicopter. I'm not really sure. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, this is really bad. So anyways, thank you guys for all the love and support on this series. You guys are absolutely amazing, and we will see you guys next time.